Hello everyone, hope all is well and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face using Nabla products. I've never tried this brand before. They sent me a huge box of PR. I had no idea they had this many products in their lineup. I thought they just had eyeshadows and a few other things like the face powders, the face singles. But I was really surprised that they had like foundations and everything to build a full face. So you're gonna see me create this look I have on right here. And I do have some opinions about most of these products. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me. And let's get to it. Okay, I'm first gonna start off with the base, and they don't have a primer or anything, but I did already put on some sunscreen and I might just use that as my base. The sunscreen I've been using, if you're curious, is this one by Frey. It's the Protect Me one. This is part of their like workout skincare routine package they have. It says that it's formulated for sweaty skin and I really like it so far. It never stings my eyes if it gets in there, and it doesn't make me look really oily, which is a big concern with me in sunscreens, and it hasn't broken me out yet. I've been using it for around a week and a half, I think. So Nabla, I've actually never tried anything from Nabla before, so I'm really excited. So they sent me this PR kit with all the foundation shades. The range is pretty good. I feel like they could have benefited maybe from one more row, because it looks good for the lighter shades, and then here it kind of gets blocky. So let's see if this shade is right for me. I just pulled up some information about this foundation on their website. It says that it's a medium buildable coverage. It gives a long-lasting luminous matte finish. It's vegan and cruelty-free. Yeah, sounds pretty good. This is the shade Light 40. This one is Light 50. Let's just try M10 just to make sure. I think I'm actually just gonna go with L50 because it blended in quite seamlessly. This one's a little bit light, like it matches my neck but not my shoulders and rest of my body. This L40 might be better for my winter shade, but I think L50 is the winner for right now. Just gonna reapply a little bit of sunscreen. So the foundation bottle is like this, like a little squeezy tube, just kind of cute. They also sent some brushes. This is one of them. I'll try out Foundation Buffer Brush. It's kind of fluffier than I would usually go for. So I'm growing out my bangs now and I keep forgetting to put product up here. It says that this is a matte foundation, but I don't really see it mattifying. It's more of a satin in my opinion. Almost, it kind of looks dewy. Maybe it's because of the sunscreen, I'm not sure, but I think it looks pretty great. I like the way it's looking so far. I do have this little red dot here and it's not really covering. I'm gonna try to just tap on a little bit more coverage right in this area. They also have a beauty sponge that I dampened before I started filming. It seems a little bit more stiff, like in comparison to the beauty blender. I'm gonna try it. It feels a lot more dense. But I'm just going over everything with this sponge just to take off any excess and just really make it look like skin. Okay, I think that looks pretty great, honestly. I'm a big fan of that. I was a little bit nervous since it does say that it's a matte foundation, but it's not really giving me a matte finish. Next, they also have concealer. They sent me 4 shades. I have the shades Cream Beige, Light Peach, Light Ivory, and Ivory. But I think I might be a beige because the other ones seem to be a little bit peachy. And I'm more of a yellow undertone. And by the way, if you're new, my skin type is oily to normal. This component really reminds me of Shape Tape. It's like very, very similar. Even the applicator is very similar. It's a full coverage, long lasting concealer, ideal for all skin types. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender because I don't want to use this. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that sponge. Yeah, it's very, very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. I would say it's like almost a dupe. I kind of like the way that this finish is looking underneath the eyes. The Tarte Shape Tape is very matte and kind of accentuates some fine lines under there for me. But this one looks a little bit more hydrating under there, which is exciting. I like my under eyes to look a little bit more hydrated. While I'm here, I'm just going to try this out as my eye base today. And to blend that out, I'm going to take this Vanity Planet brush like this. I like to use this brush so much when I apply my eye base because it just gets it on there so fast. They also have some brow products. They have pencils as well as this brow pot. I'm going to try out the shade Uranus. Gotta be careful with that one, especially with this. You can't be like, I'm gonna dip into Uranus. You gotta be careful. So I'm just gonna fill them in like usual. This formula is a little bit more on the dry side, so you don't have to worry about over applying, which is nice. It's not super creamy, but it goes on nicely, like you don't have to apply a lot of pressure. Okay, I really like this pencil. I feel like it makes them look really nice. And I'm just gonna apply some like hair-like strokes near the front. I don't even think I'm going to use the brow pot. I enjoy more of a textured brow lately, not so much of a sleek brow. So I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and use a brow gel. This is the Milk Cypher. Moving back to the face, I completely forgot about setting powders, and they have some in here. Whoop! A whole magic drawer I completely forgot about. They have pressed ones as well as a loose one. This is the baking and setting powder in translucent, and they also have 3 of these, what are these called? Smoothing pressed powders. They have a shade light, medium, and I'm guessing deep? Dark. It's dark. And this is the dark one. I don't think that reads as dark. This is the medium, and oh my gosh, light is probably like white. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Are these translucent though? I don't know. Let me see. They're not translucent. They're actual powders. I'm not going to use these. I think I'm going to use the translucent powder. And they also sent me some powder brushes, which is really cute. I think I'm going to use this one. It's the Precision Powder Brush. I like it because it comes to a nice point, so it's going to be nice to get under the eyes. That's pretty good. It's a little bit, it's looking a little bit dry slightly under here, but not bad. Not as bad as other powders I've tried. It doesn't give you that raisin feeling where you're just like sucked, but it's just not as nice as the Milk Blur and Set powder in my opinion. And I'm really excited for this part because they have these singles like cheek products, and I'm really excited to try these out. They have 2 bronzer shades, some highlighting shades, and 3 blushes. I'm definitely going to be using this peachy blush for sure. For my bronzer, I'm going to use this shade right here. It's Saint Tropez, and I think I'm going to bronze up with this brush again. I feel like that would give a nice feathered bronzer look, maybe. That went on very beautifully. I just think the tone might be a little bit red for me. It looked a little bit more neutral in the pan, but On the skin it looks a little bit red. The formula is very beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen in there, so I think that's what helps it really blend out beautifully. On the camera it looks okay, but in person it kind of is like almost reading like a blush tone. For my highlighter, I'm going to use this shade. It's Baby Glow, and I'm using this Milani All Over Blending brush, which I've been really liking for highlighter. I like it because you can really like place it and then really buff it out. Not my favorite. It's looking a little bit chalky. It doesn't bring too much glow. Like on camera you can see a little bit of glow, but in person, I don't know, it's not doing much. At least it's not picking up on texture. It just kind of is lackluster, I think. And finally for blush, I'm going to use this peachy shade, which is called Habana. And I'm going to apply that with this BH Cosmetics No. 3 brush from the Festival collection. And yeah, it's not super pigmented. Oh, this is disappointing. I thought these were going to be like my favorites out of today. You know me, I love an intense blush, but this, you really would have to build it up. And it's not, it just really looks chalky. Now for eyeshadow, I'm definitely most excited for this. Look how many palettes they sent over. Really fun. So they have these cute little cutie palettes. I forgot they were called cutie palettes. I have the shade Coral and Nude. These look really nice, and the formula is very unique. They're super creamy. Especially this one, all the shades are very, very, very creamy to the touch. I was very surprised. They're kind of all just cream powder formulas, and this middle shade here kind of reminded me of the pink shade in the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 palette, and this one too, the little red shade, reminded me of in the Pat McGrath palette as well. These are really cute. I don't think I'm going to use them today. This is the Soul Blooming palette, which is really cute. It's like so Eastery to me. I like the neutrals in here, and this blue right here is so cute. This is the Dreamy palette. I really love the packaging of all these palettes. They're very beautiful and so different from one another. This is the Dreamy one. It's just kind of a warm toned one with purples and pinks. It's really cute. But the next two are the ones I'm most excited about. This is the Secret palette. Look how stunning the packaging is. It's so cute, and this one's really beautiful. Look how much depth there is, and I feel like this one's really nice and cohesive. Like, I don't feel overwhelmed looking at this palette, even though there is quite a bit of color. This shade is really cool. It's like a really beautiful duochrome green shade. Ooh, that is stunning. But I think the one I want to use today is this Poison Garden. Look at this packaging. I love it. It has like roses, and on the background it's kind of like an oil slick. Ooh, it's really cool. But this is what it looks like on the inside. What drew me to this one the most was definitely the neutrals, of course, but also this navy blue and this here. I think those are the two shades I really want to use today. And they also have a really fun duochrome shade in this one too, but it's more blue instead of a... Whoa, that is so beautiful. We're babysitting my niece today, so if you hear baby in the background, that's little Molly. Look who's up from her nap. It's Miss Molly. Say hello. Dis bonjour. The last time she was in one of my videos, she was a newborn. Now how old are you? You're like 7 months? Almost 8 months? Almost 8 months old. That's her new favorite toy. It's a little ducky. Is that you? I gotta keep working. Hi. Yeah. Oh, she likes the sponge. But anyways, we're gonna use the Poison Garden palette. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Ooh, I'm so excited to do a navy eye. I've been wanting to do a navy smoky eye for so long. So I'm first gonna be taking the Smith 232 with the shade Majorelle. It's a really beautiful blue. I've never tried their eyeshadow formula yet. Okay, it's a little bit sheer. There we go. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be okay. So far, it's kind of, I don't know, it's not going on as easily. I don't know if you can see, I'll come as close as I can. But it's kind of picking up on texture, which is really weird. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give up on the blue idea. I don't know if this just looks real bad. I really want to try out this Zodiac shade though, so I'm gonna, again, this has a lot of kickback. It's super powdery. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna take a different route. I'm gonna take the shade Honey, which is a really nice yellowy, orangey, and this one's a lot less powdery, I will say. Like a normal amount of kickback on a shadow. It's better. This is a Smith 232 once again. And I'm gonna place this in the crease. Okay, this shade is doing a lot better. I don't set my eye base anymore because I like the way that shadow sticks to it and then it really makes the shadows a little bit more intense. But I feel like this formula you need to set your base with, because I find that when you first touch down on the brush, it kind of sticks in areas. That's what I've been noticing so far. Now I think I'm going to take the shade Subliminal just on my finger. What the heck? Where'd that come from? I hear a lot of people talk about these palettes and honestly I'm not too impressed. Maybe it's just this one. I'm not sure. I might continue with Honey to begin with. I'm just going to take Honey and maybe build it up onto the outer corner. Okay, this Honey shade is actually pretty. This is turning out more clementine on the lid, surprisingly. It does build up nicely, so that's really fun. This is one of their brushes as well. It's pointed crease, which I really like because it's like a tiny little blending brush. And it's gonna be fun to use this in more detailed looks. I actually really like this brush. Okay, I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. Now that the shimmer is on the lid, I don't feel it at all, and I'm really surprised on how much this Honey shade built up. I really like how that looks. I'm gonna go back into the highlighter that we used for the face and just add that as the inner corner and brow bone highlight. This is also one of their brushes. It's the Lash Line Smudger. I actually really like the shapes of these brushes. They're really nice and dainty and really good for details. They do have a mascara. I'm gonna quickly curl my lashes. So here's the mascara. I really like the color of the packaging. It's really cute. This is their Major Pleasure mascara. This is the brush. It's definitely more of a lengthening one than a voluminizing one. I like the look of that. I think that's cute. And here's what the mascara looks like. It's nice and lengthening. I really like it upon first application. We'll see how it wears today. And here are the eyes all finished. I just quickly applied some lashes. They're the Social eyelashes in the style Vixen. Some of my favorites. I feel like they're really unique looking, very piecey, and I don't know. I like how you can always see the eyeshadow through. But yeah, here are the eyes all finished. And final step is the lips, and they have some matte bullet lipsticks, these two glosses that look really pretty, and some liquid matte lippies. And I don't know if I think I might try a bullet lipstick with a gloss on top. Some of these shades are really fun for fall, which is the only time of year where I do enjoy a liquid matte lip. This is the shade Lust once again. I'm just gonna pat some on. Feels nice and smooth. Ooh, okay, I really like that tone. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to blur it out a little bit with my finger. And I think I want to take this gloss right here. I swatched it when I received this package and it looked really pretty. It's the Shine Theory lip gloss in the shade Champagne Supernova. And it looks really, really stunning. It looks super glass-like, but it has some really beautiful shimmer in it. It's not like a metallic gloss. It just has really nice, super, super tiny glitter in it that look really beautiful. This would look so nice on a pool day with those body shimmers, like either the Anastasia one or the ColourPop sister brand Soul. I really like those body glitters, but anyways. Ooh, that's a really nice formula. It feels more like a lip oil than a lip gloss. It's not sticky whatsoever. Ooh, that's really cool. Okay, I'm really happy with the lip combo. That's definitely my favorite of the day, I think. And here is the finished full face look using all Nabla products. Honestly, the name Nabla reminds me of Arrested Development. I don't know if any of you have watched that show, but it reminds me of the lawyer Bob Loblaw. I just feel like it sounds similar, like Bob Loblaw and his law blog. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just really love Arrested Development. It's one of my favorite shows. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. You should definitely give that a peek. It's hilarious. I feel like it all came together nicely, even though I felt like I was a little bit disappointed in a few products. I really like the complexion products. The foundation was really beautiful. I will see how it wears and I'll update you in a future video or something, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing a wear test today. We'll see, because it's already 5 o'clock. I don't think this is going to be a good day to do a wear test, so I think I'll update you in our future video. But anyways, I really liked how the foundation looked. I think I was surprised because it did say that it was supposed to be a matte one, but it kind of gave more of a satin finish. I think my skin looks really nice. And I did actually really like the concealer as well. It was seriously, it really reminded me of the Tarte Shape Tape, but just a little bit more hydrating, which I really like, because I find that the Tarte Shape Tape now, whenever I use it, I'm like, dang, my under eyes look so dry. Next, with the powder, I did really enjoy it. Now that it's settled in, my under eyes don't look dry whatsoever. It honestly just looks healthy again. For the face powders, the one I was impressed by more so for the formula is the bronzer one. I thought that was really beautiful. I just think it's a little bit red for me. I wish it was a little bit more yellow toned or more neutral toned, but otherwise I didn't really like the blush. It was a little bit too sheer for me and kind of just chalky looking, as well as the highlight is very chalky. I didn't really like that. Sadly, I thought I was going to be in love with these, but kind of disappointed. For the eyebrow pencil, I think it was great. I feel like it's kind of hard to screw up an eye pencil these days, so I do really like it. I'll definitely keep it around and use that still. For the eyeshadow, I was really disappointed because they killed it on the packaging and just the layout of the shadows. I feel like when you look at this, you don't get overwhelmed whatsoever. I think it's just really set up nicely, and the color combination is very beautiful. I just was really upset with how powdery the blues were, even though I know sometimes blues are a little bit tricky to formulate. The two other shades that I used were really nice. I love how reflective the shimmer shade was, but I found that it was really rough on the eyes compared to other shimmer shades. I've never felt that before. But I am really impressed with this honey shade. I can't believe how pigmented and how easy it was to blend and build up as well. I'm really impressed with this shade. I thought it was going to be a lot sheerer and a lot more mustardy, but I think it looks great and really fun for summer. So I'm going to have to keep on trying out these palettes. These berry tones in here look really, really beautiful. They're very pigmented. So I'm wondering if they're just really just pressed pigments, and that's why it's a little trickier to blend. So maybe I'll just have to try different ways with my primer. The mascara I'll have to keep on trying out. I'll see if it smudges throughout the day, but I do really like the effect of it. I think I do enjoy a good lengthening mascara, especially for under lashes like this, because then I feel like it really makes the lashes pop more so than your actual eyelashes. And finally, for the lips was my favorite part, of course. I really, really loved this gloss. Alone would be really beautiful. I just think it's a really stunning one. I love how bronzy it is. I think it's really comfortable. It just feels like an oil, very hydrating, not sticky whatsoever. It feels barely there, and it's very thin. And I really loved the color of the lipstick I used, the shade Lust. I really liked it, and I feel like it looks really nice and it blurred out nicely. I'm excited to try out some of these other shades because they sent a bunch. And I didn't get around to using the liquid lipsticks, but I'll save that. I am planning on doing another new products video because I have a bunch of new fun products to try. I have like the ABH new foundation and just a bunch of other stuff. So let me know what products you'd like to see in that new products video. But that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you would like to see next in the comments down below. I'll make sure to list all these products in the description. And before I go, I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a like if you liked it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!